Everybody, happy Thursday, January 29th, and welcome to the Gary Williams Stole My Lawn Furniture Show.
Let's
Brian,
party.
what's going on? What are you doing in the club?
I was telling Brooksy before he got on, there's some stuff going on outside the house. It's just too loud. So I was like, fuck it. It would have been background noise the entire time, me hitting mute. So it's like, fucking, I'm coming up the club. I was telling Brooks, I haven't been up here in a little bit. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm nice getting up here. I get to eat a Snickers.
Oh, you're not you when you're hungry.
That's what I say. Also, why do they make Milky Ways anymore? Milky Ways.
What do you mean? Whoa.
What's wrong with the Milky Way?
I think Milky Ways are the redheaded stepchild of a Snickers.
We're going to fight early today, man. What?
Wow. I think there's room for both of them in the world, and you don't.
I don't. I think it's a worse version of a Snickers.
I think Burger King is the worst version of McDonald's, and I don't understand why people go.
See? Same thing. I agree with that as well.
I've always wondered why people go to Burger King. There's always a McDonald's within 5 minutes of any Burger King you're going to. And McDonald's is way better.
See, I always thought maybe it was like the chicken fries that they had because nobody else does that. And like every once in a while, I'm like, when they first came out, I was like, let me go try those.
Yeah, I think we're all McDonald's guys over Burger King for sure. I always like their that like long sub-length chicken sandwich. That was different than everybody else.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, it's not like a Whopper's bad, but like I'd rather have a quarter pounder or a Big Mac or a McDouble.
But you know what? If I'm getting a chicken sandwich, I'm not going to Burger King either.
No, I'm getting the McChicken. I don't even know why I'm getting the McChicken.
I'm not even going there.
Or Chick-fil-A or Wendy's.
Chick-fil-A or Wendy's, and that's I guess you could throw Popeyes in there or something, but I don't really go there either.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, advertisements work, by the way, because I was watching something on TV last night, and I can't remember because I watched a lot of TV, but they were blowing up KFC commercials, and I just want one of those fucking bowls so bad.
Yeah.
Mashed potato bowl?
Yeah.
The KFC famous bowl? Oh, man. I think the state of fast food in Ocean City is not great. So there's not much in terms of variety of fast food down here. So I don't know, but I also feel like I wouldn't just, you're getting older, you don't eat as much of it anymore for sure. Anyway.
I was even saying to somebody, like, the prices are getting so cheap on these fast food deals. I'm thinking, like, what the hell are they actually putting into this food? I mean, are we all going to have gills behind our ears at some point or another?
I disagree with you. I think fast food's way more expensive now. You can't, like, I used to go to McDonald's and pay $5 for 3 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. Now it's like, if you get 2 McChickens, it's probably going to cost you like $11.
Well, I mean, you see these meal deals; they're like $6. It's like 3 items.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, I know this isn't fast food, but like going to Chipotle is fucking robbery at this point.
Oh yeah.
And what bugs me the most, I get the same order every time, and it's a different price every time.
How the fuck is that possible?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
They're ordering in bulk quantities, so they can't say that prices are going up. Even if they are, they're ordering so much that they're getting a discounted rate.
$600 bill for my family of fast food. Yeah.
See, that's ridiculous, man.
I went to the
movies. Nice sit down. Not a nice sit down restaurant, but you can go to a sit down restaurant for the same thing almost.
I went to a matinee last week by myself. I got it was a cheaper ticket, and I got like a popcorn soda like combo deal. I still paid like $35 to go see that movie and get popcorn and soda. It's ridiculous.
That's insane. Yeah, I don't know if you have that down there, Brooksy, but or out there, Brooksy, or if you have it out in Ocean City, man. But they there's a movie theater here that does all day matinee pricing. I think it's on Thursdays, actually, believe it or not. No, it's a pretty sweet deal.
Tuesdays they do it here. It's every Tuesday they do. I think it's $10 Tuesdays or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I've been to one movie probably in the last probably 8 years or so.
Yeah.
Maybe 10. I can still tell you what the movie is because it was when I first moved here.
What was it?
Sing?
It was Mr. Rogers.
Oh, Mr. Rogers. The one with Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Won't you be my neighbor? Yeah.
And it was just okay.
You should go to the movies. It's nice now. Some of them have alcohol. They all have recliners.
Yeah, they're all
heated seats and air conditioned seats and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
they're all the nice ones around me. And I have gift cards to them. It's just we just never go, and there's never like a movie that I'm dying to see really, like that I need to go see. And also, like we can't take Banks yet. He won't sit still.
He won't sit still.
So it would have to be Caitlin and I during the day when we don't have much going on.
I mean, there are certain movies though you have to see in theaters. Like I had to see Maverick in theater just because of the sound.
Top Gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them way better in theaters. That's for sure. But yeah.
I'm kind of bummed I didn't see that F1 movie in theaters. I just watched it on my Superbox, but that would probably have been really sweet with like all the audio, like the Dolby surround sound stuff.
Big F1 guy now?
Not a big F1 guy, but it was a really good movie. It had a good soundtrack, and it was just a good plot. It was like Maverick with wheels.
But now are you? Because everybody else just watched the series on Netflix, and now everybody's an F1 fan and knows everything about it.
Well, I'm not going to say I'm an F1 fan. I mean, I understand a little bit more. And also, Dell's son, Keller, is super into it. So, like, I'm sitting there taking advice from a 13-year-old, and it's not about technology. It's about F1 stuff and what laps mean and how they can pit and when they can't pit and all this stuff. I'm like, this is crazy.
There's been a lot of good racing movies in the last like 5-10 years. That Ford versus Ferrari is a really good.
Yeah, that was good.
That on Netflix. There's a movie called Rush with Chris Hemsworth that's also pretty good. A lot of good racing movies.
Since I live in Indy now, I guess I got to kind of stick up for IndyCar racing. Like,
you might want to.
I've watched F1. I mean, F1 compared to IndyCar racing is two different sports. F1 has to be the most boring thing. They don't. The same guy wins every time. They barely ever pass each other. Like IndyCar is way better. Like in terms of like they're actually, it's like NASCAR racing. Whereas like F1 is obviously it's a much different track and all that stuff, but it's you got to get lucky to pass somebody. I feel like.
What's the guy's name who always wins? Verstappen.
Yeah,
Verstappen. Yeah,
he wins every freaking race.
And then there's another guy now, and I know if Keller ever watches this, and I know Delaware is watching this at Pig and Rooster right now, and he's yelling at the TV because there's some guy who just beat Verstappen in like the season-long points race.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But
Verstappen came in second, and I'm not going to say they don't like each other, but there's just some things like I've read that it seems like there's a little animosity between the two.
That's what I heard too. I hear he's a little cocky, which he can be. I mean, Christ, he wins every fucking race, so dethrone the guy. But all the guys that I know that like, or in like family members that I know that like,
it's Lando Norris. That's the name. Sorry, Lando Norris.
It's always, I was going to say it's Lando. Everybody loves Lando. And their McLaren team.
And the amount of money that these teams dump into this, I mean, it is insane.
Cadillac has a team now too. So
Cadillac Williams?
They're just starting this year.
I know, like, once again, listening to a 13-year-old, he was telling me like Cadillac's getting a team and like they're irrelevant for like 4 or 5 years. They got to get basically no pun intended. They got to get up to speed with all the other teams. They're
going to be based here out of Indianapolis and owned by one of the Indianapolis teams. I mean, one of the Indianapolis owners. So I'm going to guarantee that they're going to be ramping up pretty quickly. They're going to be throwing a lot of money at this thing.
Oh, sure, you have to. Did you guys see the F1 movie?
I saw it. Yeah, it's good.
I could care less.
You should watch it. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
You don't have to like F1 to like the movie.
Oh, yeah. Do they pass people in the movie?
Yes.
Does the same guy win every time in the movie?
No.
Oh. Then maybe I'll watch it. It'd be more entertaining than the actual fucking races.
Just like you don't have to like baseball to like Moneyball. You don't have to like the F1 sport to like the F1 movie. It's a Brad Pitt movie. You're going to like a Brad Pitt movie.
Maybe this is just me. I'm just hell-bent on sticking up for IndyCar. I don't even know if they even care, to be honest with you. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm from Indy. I mean, even though we have an F1 team now, but like IndyCar is IndyCar here. But
Dell just texted me, terrible racing. Terrible in all caps.
F1 is or IndyCar?
I don't know. He didn't qualify.
He hasn't expounded upon it.
Hi, Pig and Rooster.
What's up, Pig and Rooster? How we doing?
Miss Kelsey's there. I saw Miss Kelsey on my way out the club. Miss Kelsey was walking by, and she said because Kelsey takes a shower before she goes to work every day, rightfully so, as every tax-paying American should. And she said her hair froze, and she could like chip off some of her hair because it's pretty windy and cold here today.
Yeah, that's brutal. It's so cold today. I went to the gym before this, and I mean, just walking from my car to the gym was
my car said -5.
Oh, okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad here.
But I mean, like if I look at the actual temperature on my computer now, it says like 10. But my car was saying -5, and I know the wind chill is right around 0 as well. Let's see what Weather Channel says here.
While you're looking at
Big Weather Show.
let's get the conversation started on.
Didn't we want to talk about snow?
Yeah, I mean, we never talked about how much snow did you guys all end up getting? Like, how was it? How I heard Baltimore got a ton of ice and the roads were shitty. What was it like in Ocean City?
I mean, I'll start. It was boring. It was pretty boring down here. It was supposed to snow a ton earlier in the week. That's what they were calling for, like upwards of 20, 25 inches, whatever. And then it kind of all just moved. I think it went north of us. And it hit Delaware. Like my parents live 45 minutes away from here, and it hit them maybe
good size.
They got like 5 inches as opposed to we got like 2 here or 3. But the thing was here is that it got warm. And so it was like 41, like maybe like 3 or 4 hours after it was done snowing. So it just started raining. And so like by 7, 8 p.m. that night, most of the snow was gone because the rain just washed it away. So it was pretty lax down here. It was a little icy for maybe like a day, but you can still see some piles of snow on the ground because it's cold out, but it's not really.
I feel like I haven't seen 41 in weeks.
Well, yeah, now it's been under 25 for like the last 6 days, and I think it's supposed to be for the next.
I always tell you guys that like the weather's not that much different here. It gets a couple degrees, maybe colder, but for whatever reason, each year or every couple years, there's like this streak, like a week or 2 streak that is ridiculously cold, and
I remember you telling me that.
Well, but we didn't have it last year. This year has been nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. To go back to your question there, Brooksy. We got the opposite here in Baltimore from what Dustin got in Ocean City. I don't know the exact number, but let's just say like maybe 7, 8, 9 inches. And Del just said Dusty might be getting 5 or 6 more on Sunday.
That's what it's looking like. It's supposed to snow again down here.
You want to know what Dad told? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Brian.
It's not good. And then it stayed consistently, 15, 20 degrees. And so it iced up a little bit, and it's what we got snow wise is still laying there. It hasn't gone down at all.
Yeah, I was on FaceTime with my dad yesterday for his birthday. Shout out Glenn. And he goes, yeah, we were seeing on a couple maps that it was that it's either going to smack us, and we're seeing anywhere from 30 to 40 inches this weekend, and then we just watched the news and they said we're just going to get a dusting. So I don't know. I was like, what are you watching?
What are you watching?
They have no idea what they're talking about. They told me we were going to get snowmageddon last week. I was like, we're going to get 2 inches according to my phone. We got 2 inches. Now they're telling me like I have to drive to Baltimore on Wednesday because Thursday I'm flying out of the country. And they're like, well, you're going to have to be careful driving on Wednesday because we're going to get all this snow this weekend. I'm like, my phone says it's probably not going to snow that much now. So I think we're going to be good by Thursday next week, guys.
Dad said that, and Caitlin and I just started cracking up. Like, all right, so anywhere from a dusting to 40 inches.
40 inches.
And I was like, Dad, you've got Stauffer's phone. You've got Stauffer's phone number. Text him.
Yeah.
When you come in town, Dust, let's get lunch. I don't know what time you plan on getting in here.
Wednesday, I'm coming. I'm coming up because my flight leaves Thursday morning early at like 6 a.m. So I got to be at BWI at like probably 4 a.m. on Thursday. So Wednesday I'm going to come up. I don't know when, but I'll let you know. It depends on what
let me know. Maybe me, you, and Dell go get lunch or something like that if you get in town that early. If not, Dell might be at the farm too. I'm not sure. Normally he goes on Wednesdays. So we'll figure something out.
All right.
They'll pass.
All right, let's get into some NFL stuff. And before I want to qualify this. We're probably not going to be spending much time after this on the Belichick first ballot thing. It's just because it's the only thing I've seen on ESPN. So I know a lot of people are probably sick of hearing it, but I think we do need to talk about it just a little bit more. Just some more information has come out, some more people talking about it. And Brian, you wanted to tell us about one specific voter who came out and qualified his decision not to vote for.
Well, I'm going to qualify before I even get to what the guy said, because it didn't make a lot of sense to me at first, and then I did some reading and kind of understood what he was talking about.
I haven't heard this yet, so I'm excited for you to make this argument.
All right, so what they do is they the senior committee, only the senior committee, take the new guys out of this. Okay, it's just a senior committee. You get 3 players, a contributor, and a coach. So the contributor was Robert Kraft. The coach was obviously Belichick. And then the 3 players were L.C. Greenwood, Roger Craig, and Ken Anderson. So you what they do is they narrow it down to those 5, and then you have to pick 3 out of those 5. Why they do that? It's fucking stupid. It's a process issue. They need to change that. But for the sake of this current cycle, the gentleman who came out and said he did not vote for Bill Belichick said it's not because he doesn't think Bill Belichick's a Hall of Famer. He voted for the 3 players because he doesn't believe they'll get a chance to be on the ballot again. So he wanted to take advantage of them being on the ballot, and that's why he voted for them. He goes, if it was a thumb up, thumbs down for all 5, he's giving thumbs up to all 5. So I don't know. He has no He has no animosity toward Bill Belichick. He just did it for the reasons that I just said. He didn't think those guys would get another opportunity to get voted in.
Okay, so but his one vote won't matter, right? Towards getting them in if 40 people have to vote for him to get in.
Correct. So either other people who aren't talking, and you're not supposed to talk about this. So this guy, broke ranks. Maybe other people did the same thing, or maybe there were just people that flat out had animosity, and Bill Belichick wasn't nice to them over the course of his career. I mean, but we're guessing at that point.
I understand that to a certain extent, but also like you have to pick 3 out of 5 guys. Pick the 3 guys who deserve it most, and Bill Belichick is the clear guy that deserves the most.
I agree.
Of anybody on the ballot at all this year.
Yeah, I'm not saying I agree with them, but I at least understand his methodology.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes a little bit more sense now, but still, I mean, if this is the system, if the system is producing this kind of result, then the system probably needs to be worked on a little bit. That's
and then for the Hall of Fame to come out and they released a statement, and everyone, like, I don't want to say everyone, but a majority of people thought when they released a statement that they realized they made a mistake and were going to put Bill Belichick in. No, the statement actually was them defending themselves and also, for lack of a better term, threatening the 50 voters for keeping this, in a lockbox.
Yeah.
What I also didn't understand is, or didn't know until reading this, is they make all these guys sign non-disclosure agreements. I'm talking about the candidates, so that when they are informed that they're either in or out, they're not allowed to talk about it. So obviously Bill Belichick found out on, I guess, last Friday that he wasn't getting in, and he went to Don Van Natta Jr. and to Seth Wickersham. I can't say that guy's name for the life of me. It does not roll off my tongue. Wickersham or something like that. He went and said he wasn't getting in, and someone else spilled the beans, and might have been Eli Manning, because Eli Manning apparently is not getting in on this. On the current players, they narrowed it down to 15 finalists. The modern day or modern era candidates, whatever you call them. Apparently, he broke ranks as well and went and told people that he's not getting in. He already got a phone call because, they do that knock on the door shit, and they always video it and sell it. That's already happened, apparently.
Huh.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, no,
and all this is going to be all this is going to be announced. I guess they do the NFL honors ceremony this weekend. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday.
They always do it the week of the Pro Bowl. Yeah.
So it's a flawed process, but for the Hall of Fame committee to come out and act like there's some look, we're not voting a new pope in. All right.
I think they had to they had to come out with a statement because the pushback on this was unlike anything I've ever seen.
Without a doubt.
I mean, it's literally the only thing that's been on SportsCenter for 2 days.
But they also came out. I mean, like to Brian's point, the statement was basically threatening the voters, saying like, if we find out that there's any funny business going on, like they basically, it was basically a threat, is what it was.
The second paragraph of that, because I read the whole thing. The second paragraph is basically the whole thing's a threat. And look, this was released strategically either by Belichick or by Don Van Natta Jr. and Seth Wickersham. They released it on so you have the conference championship games, right? Then they released it on a Tuesday where there's not shit going on in the sports world. And this is actually a really down time in the sports world the week prior to the Super Bowl or 2 weeks prior to the Super Bowl. There's not a lot of shit to talk about. So this is released strategically.
Yeah, they know releasing this now will make it the biggest sports story of the week, and that'll probably get more traction than it would have otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to read through this.
I mean, look, everyone seems to be on the same page here. Everyone seems to be like, this is ridiculous that he's not first ballot Hall of Famer. I haven't really seen any other contrarian picks or takes
The other side, I know that some people have said something about Spygate and whatever, but it feels like most people are on the side of Belichick should be in as a first ballot. Tom Brady came out and voiced his opinion on it. Patrick Mahomes, LeBron James. I know LeBron James has no say on football, but some of the greatest athletes in this sport and in other sports are coming out and saying this is ridiculous. This is a crime.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why the NFL Hall of Fame doesn't just come out and say, yeah, we made a mistake and just put him in. I don't know. I guess they want to respect the voters, but also they just came out with a letter basically threatening the voters, like we just said. So I don't really understand what the Hall of Fame stance is here. I guess I'm just gonna go with it.
The way it works is there are 50 voters, and they're from regions. And if you have a player in your region, so for example, Scott Garceau is our Ravens representative, and he always stands up and gives a speech about Art Modell and how he believes Art Modell should be in. So probably now he's doing it for Suggs and he's doing it for Yonda. And then there's a debate, and someone compared it to Parliament, where the Prime Minister gets up there and they take questions and he gives his opinion, then everyone starts screaming at each other. So the guy who was speaking for Bill Belichick realized that there was going to be some pushback before he even went into the meeting. So he had the letter from Tom Brady that Tom Brady wrote for Belichick to get into the Hall of Fame. And he also had a counter argument because he knew that this was going to come up after he gave his speech about how Belichick won 3 Super Bowls and more games after Spygate than prior to Spygate. So he still had a Hall of Fame career even after the controversy.
It's hard to argue. It's hard to argue. I think just in general, my opinion on the Hall of Fames when I was a kid, you look at them as these pillars. They were so they told you the history of baseball and the history of football and the history of these sports. And I feel like the Hall of Fame, the quality and the my personal opinion on all the Hall of Fames in general has really diminished over the course of the years as I've gotten older. And maybe that's part of getting older, and maybe that's part of the Hall of Fames have done a bad job of regulating what's going on as far as who's getting in, who's not getting in, and that kind of stuff.
The real shame of this to boot is the people that get in this year. It's going to be overshadowed by this, and that's not fair to them. They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And that is going to suck. And then it's even going to reverberate into next year because everyone's going to talk about how Bill Belichick's going to get a unanimous vote and then talk about how he got screwed the year prior. It's just not fair to those people.
Yeah, it sucks. It's going to be like, imagine Vinatieri gets in this year. They're going to be like, I can't believe they put Belichick's kicker in before they put Belichick in. There's going to be all kinds of shit like that. I can already see it. But
and now
it looks like this is this is the world we live in for Bill Belichick's just not a first ballot.
Yeah, and it's unfair now because you have people coming out. You have all these talking heads. They scream, and screaming makes you more wrong. Screaming makes you just louder. All right, if your point's wrong, your point's wrong. People are coming out and disparaging Devin Hester. Devin Hester didn't do anything wrong. Devin Hester's in the Hall of Fame. He's a man who did not have a primary position other than kick returner. But they're like, why is Devin Hester in? Why can't Bill Belichick be in? Devin Hester's done nothing wrong. Devin Hester is a Hall of Famer. He's the best kick returner of all time. You don't got to come out and tear somebody down because you're not happy with what happened to another person.
Former Ravens great, by the way, Devin Hester.
Mm-hmm. People forget.
Nice guy, too. Met him in person. Not very tall.
Not very tall. I'll tell you exactly how tall he is. He's 5'11".
Hey, don't be dissing on 5'11", guys.
What do you consider tall? What's the number?
Probably 6'3" and up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you on that one. That's because it's coming from a guy who's actually that's a guy who was 6'3" on the number in college. Now I'm probably 6'2" and 3/4.
I'd say 6'2" is like that gray area that you can't tell if they're 6 foot or 6'3" or 6'3", depending on their body type. Man, yeah, I'm reading this, Brian, just for the first time, how you laid it out. First of all, I don't know who these other guys are. Sorry. I mean, I'm sure that obviously it's a senior committee, so it's older guys in here, and I don't know how many years they have left. I don't know what that side of it goes on, but yeah, they had the 3 guys, like Brian said, Kraft and Belichick. You can pick one, a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 3, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
and so their votes saying these guys are never going to have another opportunity. So their vote going to Ken Anderson is assuming that he votes for Ken Anderson, knowing that 39 other people have to vote for Ken Anderson to get in. Otherwise, he's going to fall off the ballot regardless, right?
Most likely. He'll still be up for the senior committee next year, but you have that backlog of people who aren't eligible for the senior committee now, but they will be next year. And then Ken Anderson might not get this opportunity. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Don't care. Vote for
the best candidates put in front of you, and let the Hall of Fame and make your argument where the Hall of Fame needs to change their process is what you should do. Because they just changed this process, it says in 2024, to make it like this. So obviously they're open to changing it. So vote how you're supposed to vote. Don't fuck with it. And then make your claim to the NFL Hall of Fame committee or NFL, whoever it is, the head of the Hall of Fame, and be like, hey, you're telling me so-and-so shouldn't get in because we couldn't get him in that year or whatever. Like, why can't we just change the whole thing and like make him unlimited until, like, if he gets in, he gets in. If it's his chance, it's his chance. Like, I don't know.
Mike Sando, I was listening to him on Russillo talking about this, and he actually has a vote, and he thinks this is a complete joke too. How this is all gone.
Yeah, I called him out on Twitter a little bit though.
Okay,
I was mean to him.
That's fair. But anyway, he was talking about how
everything afterwards I agree with him. So.
Deion Sanders made a comment, like, I don't know how long ago, that they need to make the Hall of Fame a little bit more exclusive. That needs to be more of an upper echelon thing. They need to separate these guys. And apparently, for 17 straight years, the maximum amount of guys got in, the 5 players and then the 3 contributors, whatever. Now, since like the last couple of years, since those comments, it's been only like 4 guys got in last year, I think, and whatever. So there's all kinds of weird shit going on with the Hall of Fame in the last
political.
It's funny you bring that up, because he made those comments roughly 3 years ago, and when did Brooksy say they changed some of the criteria? 2024. So maybe they were a little sensitive to Deion's comments.
Yeah.
And another thing that I was listening to Pro Football Talk just this morning, they went down the list of voters. They didn't go down all of them, but they went over a couple guys. And there's one guy named Bob Holsom, whatever. He hasn't covered the NFL. He's like the Rams representative. He hasn't covered the Rams full time since they were in fucking St. Louis. So why don't they get there's no better candidate to speak for, some of these guys are outdated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the argument for, I do love Scott Garceau, but you can make that argument for him too, because he
absolutely
sparingly covers them. Like, they bring him in for one thing a year, basically, it feels like, if at all. I know he used to do a whole lot more, obviously.
Yeah, he's still on 105.7 from time to time, but.
So my mean thing that I said, just so it's out there and people understand where you guys understand where I was coming from. He said on here that we are not supposed to disclose how we voted. And then somebody else said that they're not allowed to disclose how they voted. And I basically said, you're not supposed to disclose it, or you're not allowed to disclose it.
Yeah.
If it's the former, then you're a pussy and you need to come out and say how you voted. Because you need to back up your vote at this point.
Fuck yeah.
So, I don't think I was wrong saying that. I still stand by the statement, but I do agree with everything he said afterwards. I think he thinks it's a joke as well. But I was just responding to something that he put out there, as opposed to another guy said you're not allowed to. And I'm like, okay, those are 2 different statements. You're not allowed to, or you're not supposed to.
Did you
South Antonio
saying you're not allowed to, or are you just they say, hey, don't do this?
So are you a pussy or not? It's really like, come out and defend your vote is what I was saying.
Sal Paolantonio came out and said who we voted for. He flat out he said on the Dan Patrick show, he said who we voted for, and Dan Patrick asked him, do you think that they should have transparency and everyone should have to have their votes published? And he goes, absolutely. Like, what are you hiding behind? Like, if you don't agree, if you don't want Bill Belichick in, just tell us why.
I understand why they do it that way, because they will get a ton of, just personal backlash in terms of if somebody doesn't agree with them, and there's crazy people in the world and trying to protect people's families and blah, blah, blah. But I still think there's an argument to be made like, hey, if you voted that way, put your name behind it and stand up for it and tell us why.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can disagree with you, but I can live with it a little bit more. I think it pisses more people off that like they get to hide behind it, and everyone's like, "Oh, who do you think did it, and why do you think they did it?" And then it becomes this whole blown out of proportion.
Now it's a witch hunt. Think about the 39 guys that did vote for him. They're getting shamed too. Like, well, what? I voted for him, but you don't know that.
I think that's why so many people are. You don't know if they're telling the truth either, because you're taking the word for it at this point. I know Bill Polian came out and was like, it was verified in his statement yesterday. My vote was verified from the NFL Hall of Fame. It's like, okay, I'm sure. Okay, if it was, you had to go to them, and did you have to go to them to make sure that you voted for him? Because you flat out said that you weren't 100% positive that you did. Yeah. So what are we doing? I need another drink.
I would join you if I wasn't driving right after this. Oh man.
The other thing, I don't know. Have we beat this one down?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's.
Well, go ahead. You can finish your thought.
No. It's okay. I was gonna move over to Bo Nix.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys have read about this or heard about this on TV yet. Sean Payton, was asked comments about how Bo Nix's surgery went, and he disclosed that he's had X amount of surgeries, and that this was when they went in, they found more than they expected, and that this was the doctor said this was a matter of not if but when he would break his ankle. And so during that press conference being questioned, it was like his end of the year press conference. He discloses all this information. Bo Nix wasn't too pleased about it. He actually went and made his own press conference, just like by phone, and said he doesn't like having his medical records put out there. Sean Payton doesn't know how many surgeries I've had, which I don't believe that, because they have all your medical records when you go to the combine. But he is right. HIPAA is a real thing. You can't be going out there and just, laying people's medical information out there and what they found when they went in and shit like that. Bo Nix was not pleased about it.
That's why so many people are. That's why it's hard to get answers from anybody about stuff like this, because you're right, Brian. It's HIPAA stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you get permission to do it.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I saw this headline, and I kind of just went past it thinking all right, this is a bullshit headline. Is he really that upset about that? I don't understand why he's that upset about this.
I just think he doesn't want to have his personal information put out there. That's really what it came down to. Because I actually listened to the portion of this press conference where he talked to people about it. And
maybe he thinks it's going to fuck up his contract or something if he goes to a different team, I guess. Maybe.
And I think that really might be the basis for it. He didn't say that, but this guy hasn't got the big payday yet, even though he's making millions of dollars now. But he's going to be coming up. They're like, oh, we got to check your ankle. You've already had multiple surgeries, and you got this, and you got that, and is this going to happen again? So his tone of voice wasn't one of yelling, but it definitely wasn't one of talking very cordial about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. I'm sure he's got a lot of frustrations with how the season ended and all that stuff too. So it could be partly that. But yeah, that's interesting. If he's frustrated with how the Broncos have handled his the public nature of his medical stuff, that could be a thing that sours the relationship pretty quickly, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So and if you guys don't know, right now we have the Jesse Minter press conference going on with the Ravens.
Okay.
So I'll periodically, I'm obviously not listening to it.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing clips that are being put onto the internet of it, and just quotes. But just one thing that I thought was interesting. It's not really a surprise, but quote tweeted, or in quotation marks on the tweet with the video, says, "I do plan on calling the defense. I think that's a strength of mine. I think that's one of the reasons I'm sitting here." So just, are we surprised? Are we surprised? No, but I think it's good information to throw.
All right. It's interesting you bring that up right at the time that you brought it up, buddy, because Dell just sent me a screenshot from Twitter or whatever the hell that is, X. saying that Jim Schwartz is upset that he didn't get the head coaching job in Cleveland and wants to get out. And then we talked about this. Yeah. We talked about this yesterday, how we would love to have Jim Schwartz here. But if Jesse Minter's going to call the plays and make Jim Schwartz obsolete, then that really doesn't mean this is a landing spot for him.
Yeah, and the more and more I thought about this, like, would it have been really cool to have like Mike McDaniel here calling the offense with Lamar Jackson and seeing him do the things that he does offensively? Because I think we can all say like Mike McDaniel is a pretty damn good offensive coordinator, and his offenses are fun to watch when they're humming, when he has the right pieces there. But this is a landing. He's only going to be here for a year, so
yeah.
I guess I like started to think about this a little bit more, and I'm like, I want to get somebody that'll be here at least 2, 3, 4 years, maybe.
The problem is anybody we get that's really good is going to be gone in a year, no matter what.
And that's,
no matter
it's
what,
a good
but
problem
I hear what
to
you're
have.
saying. Yeah.
It's a good problem to have. I mean, speaking of offensive coordinators, how about the closet firing of Matt Nagy in Kansas City?
Yeah, well, just not renewing the contract.
Yeah, he went and interviewed for a head coaching job, and by the time he got back on the airplane, got back to Kansas City, they had hired Eric Bieniemy to be the damn offensive coordinator. They great. I didn't get the head coaching job. Now I don't have a job. This is sweet.
So Bieniemy thought he was going to get a head coaching job, basically got let go, and then he goes to Washington for 1 year, right? And then he goes to UCLA and gets fired from UCLA. He's out of football, seemingly, and then all of a sudden he's back and he's the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs again. What is this? What is?
So I will say, like,
I don't understand what is going on with him at all.
So looking at obviously, just people don't think he's going to be a great head coach, but I also think, speaking of Delaware, Dave, look at him using the YouTubes.
Look at that.
I didn't know he knew how to use the YouTubes or had an account. Love you, Del. But where was I going? My memory sucks so bad. What was I talking about?
Bieniemy.
So, I mean, if you go back and look at like the Chiefs offenses over the past, 5-6 years, I mean, it's a pretty, and I understand different players being hurt. Offensive line has come and gone. They stabilized it for a year, then let some guys go or let them walk or whatever. So I think there's a little bit to be said about that. But I mean, the Matt Nagy offenses seemed a whole lot more stale than the Bieniemy ones.
I'd agree.
But I don't. I mean, we all know, everybody knows, and they say it that that Andy Reid's calling the plays. We know that, but I mean, there was a difference for sure,
without a doubt.
But is that just the players? Is that Nagy, or is it just a bad year? I don't know. I really don't.
Well,
I'm just
apparently the best part about Bieniemy is he's like a kind of in-your-face coach. And like Kelsey and Patrick Mahomes like that a lot. And Nagy was more like the player-friendly, massage you along the way kind of deal.
Neither of the guys called plays there. Yeah, that's true.
True. Yeah, I'm just, and that's why I preface this with that a little bit. But it's just interesting to look at. So, I mean, I guess maybe there is a difference, but again, going back to my first comment before I started this, players are different. They shored up the offensive line 1 year, and then they let a couple guys walk that were older or couldn't pay. So there's a whole lot going on there, but it's still, like Pigtown said, Andy Reid's at the end of the day calling and making the offense. So,
I mean, the man has a play called Corn Dog. I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. You gotta love that play if that's getting called.
When's the last time you had a corn dog?
I almost got one the other day because when Banks was sick, he was adamant that he wanted a hot dog, and we couldn't get him to eat anything. So I tried to take like the easy way out and go to a couple stores / fast food places. Like, all right, I'll get a quick one here instead of having to go to the grocery store. And I should have just went to the grocery store to begin with. So I pulled into Culver's, and I know that's not a thing in Maryland, but it's a Wisconsin fast food chain that's in Indy now. I'm like, all right, surely they have hot dogs there, and they had corn dogs. I'm like, am I about to get a fucking corn dog from a fast food place? I still haven't had their stuff, but everybody here is like Culver's is the.
Apparently, Culver's is really good.
You got to pull the trigger on a corn dog, man.
I know,
we did our little.
But he would have hated it. So we would have had to take the whole outside of it off and cut it up.
Really, he wouldn't have liked it.
He just
picky.
He just wants like a plain hot dog warmed up in the microwave and cut up in front of him.
Okay.
Like he'd rather have that than like if it
comes on a stick.
So if you grill it and you bring it out, he's like, "This one's bumpy. Why is it bumpy?" It's like, all right, man, I'll just throw it in the microwave then.
I've eaten some microwave hot dogs in my life.
So you guys know I have that hot dog roller, and we had our boys' book club night where all of us get together, watch movies, and drink. And what we got here? Fast food corn dog. Crunch.
That would be the place to do it.
So Culver's. All right. Well, that's good to know.
We put on the hot dog roller. Obviously, we put on regular hot dogs, some brats, some taquitos, which that was a very poor choice. It was like drinking a gallon of milk. And then we put on corn dogs on the hot dog roller. Let's just say it takes a long time for a corn dog to get hot on a hot dog roller.
Well, I mean,
it's covered in bread.
Probably not the best.
Aren't you supposed to shouldn't you cook it and then throw it on there like as like a warming dish? It's not supposed to cook on there, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm thinking that's just what would go through my head. It would be like cook it, throw it on there to keep it warm throughout the day. It's because it's like a low heat.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you put toppings on your corn dog when you do get them? I had a corn dog recently. Obviously, I had 2 corn dogs the other day when we had our book club night with the boys. I just go mustard on the outside.
I'll tell you what, I can't remember the last time I had a corn dog.
I'm trying to rack my brain. It's been at least, I would say, 10 years.
It's got to be like from a festival or a carnival or something, right?
It would have to be from a fair or something like that. Yeah,
I couldn't tell you the last time I went to a fair.
Honestly, I'd still just want to have a regular hot dog.
I work on the boardwalk. They do sell corn dogs on the boardwalk pretty regularly.
Everywhere, yeah.
You're in corn dog heaven.
I am in corn dog heaven, kind of.
Corn dog.
Did we just all eat corn dogs one day on this podcast?
Name that show.
I'm going to get you guys all to Ocean City, and we're going to go on a corn dog excursion on the boardwalk. Me and Brian, a couple summers ago, me and my other buddy, Brian Mayhew, so we were like trying to go to all the little like kind of shitty places on the boardwalk to just see if any of them were like hidden gems. And we did find a couple that had really good stuff.
For food or just for like a hole in the wall bar? Okay.
No, it wasn't like because most of the bars like we already know, but
we've sniffed out all the bars.
The stands. I'm talking about the stands on the boardwalk where you can get hot dogs and like lemonade and that kind of stuff. We were always like going around and like trying to find if there was like any of them that were like, oh shit, this place is like really good.
It's like, oh, this is authentic Mexican and nobody knows about it.
Yeah. There was a couple that were pretty good, but for the most part, it was it's boardwalk food.
You could go El Presidente, Portnoy, and do one bite. Everybody knows the rule: corn dogs.
Yeah, corn dogs. I don't think it would gain as much traction as the pizza.
I don't think so either.
I just got a pass and bomb in my notifications and pulled it up, and it's nothing. Fuck.
Yeah, there's no pass and bomb.
Anyway, is that a good transition into our next topic?
Far away, man.
I'm about sick of Framber Valdez not doing a goddamn thing. So Brian's not on Twitter, so he doesn't know what was going on last night.
I don't even know what twatter is. I couldn't send a twat if I wanted to.
So you know that our account, whenever there's tweets going out, it's never from him, for sure.
Yes, correct.
But maybe it is, but maybe it isn't.
I got a burner account. I got a burner Twitter.
Well, it just depends on who I need to blame stuff on. Well, not just me, Dusty, and there's another party that we're not gonna bring up that is the brains behind that.
Yeah,
I'm usually the one bitching though. Framber last night, there was getting a lot of traction between like, hey, Framber's like about to make his mind up. He's close to signing. Like this is basically the night, and then all of a sudden, like it shifted into the Giants and him are close, and it sounds like they are about to ink a deal here tonight. Is basically, and it kept it kept a lot of people up all night saying like, "Oh shit, this sounds like a done deal." There's a couple San Francisco guys that were coming out saying like, "Hey, hearing from a couple sources." One guy said one of his sources at ESPN says that it was done. Another guy said one of his guys in the building at San Francisco said it was done. Nothing came out, obviously. And there's a bunch of stuff coming out where he put a deadline on this past weekend for contracts to be in. There's rumors that we have the best one. There's rumors that we have the best one, and he's trying to get somebody else up because he doesn't want to play in Baltimore. He's got like a number one team he wants to play for. There's another rumor that he's going to the Giants to try to get the money up to nickel to try to get every little bit of money out of Baltimore that he can, basically. And it's just becoming for me like a shit or get off. We're 2 weeks to spring training to pitchers and catchers report. It's becoming a shit or get off the pot thing for me because I think every fan base that I'm reading on Twitter is getting pissed off about this. And he's making himself look bad already in a bad situation because he's lost everything that he had going on for him on one pitch, it seemed, last year. It's just like, dude, make up your fucking mind at this point and sign a contract. I'm sick of hearing your name at this point.
And this isn't a Scooble or a Corbin Burns or a Garrett Cole. Right?
Yeah.
He's a good pitcher, but he doesn't have this kind of leverage that he can just start, tinkering with everybody and using marionette puppets for baseball teams. So,
and I agree. He's a number one pitcher on majority of the teams in the league, right? He's not, for everybody in Baltimore that thinks he's going to be a number one pitcher. He's not. He's just not. Bradish is better than him. I know Bradish has injury issues. And everyone's like, oh, well, does he have, is Bradish going to be okay for this coming year? Yes. He ramped up. He made his last 6 starts of last year. He gets a full healthy offseason. He's going to be just fine. We'll wait and see if there's going to be an innings limit on him or not, but I'm not that worried about it, to be honest with you. So if we sign Framber, he's not going to be the number one anyway. Does it help a lot? Would I love him to be on the team? It makes our rotation a hell of a lot better. Yes, but I'm at the point now where I'm just fucking sick of hearing about it. Just sign with a team, whether it's us or somebody else. I'm just done with it. We're 2 weeks away from spring training. Let's go.
I mean, I was looking at a lot of stuff on Twitter yesterday, and Jim Bowden, who's like I think he's like the top prospects guy, or Prospect USA guy. He came out and basically said Framber's just going to have to realize that the offers aren't getting any bigger. The offers that are on the table are the offers that he's going to get. And I mean, I'm sure he's probably come to that realization because this has gone for the entire offseason. And we're, like Brooks said, we're getting close to the pitchers and catchers here. I don't know. I mean, if he still thinks that the team, maybe there's a team that's second or third on the highest value deal, and maybe that's the team he wants to go to, and maybe that's the team that he's waiting on. Maybe if they're going to up their offer a little bit, but I'm pretty confident that the Orioles are one of the top 2 teams in terms of offers for him. I don't know that necessarily means we're going to land him because at the same time, this guy gets to pick where he wants to play, and if he doesn't want to play for the Orioles, it doesn't matter how much money we offer him.
And the rumors that we heard, I mean, yeah, it's the same thing with Ranger or Ron Hare, however you want to say his name now. I think Ranger's a way better name, so I'm going to keep calling him Ranger. Yeah. All the reports were that and again, we don't know. We didn't see the contract or anything like that, but all the reports were that we had the exact same deal as Boston, and he chose Boston, which is fine. I'm cool with that. I get it. I wish he would have came back to Baltimore, and Baltimore would have been like, all right, we'll give you $2 more million a year or $1 million more a year and upped it a little bit. But it might have been a situation where it was like, Baltimore, this is our highest and best. He went back to Boston. They matched it. He went. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm sick of the Framber stuff. I think he's actually he's getting to the point now in the offseason where I think no matter where he signs, the fan bases are going to be like, all right, he's going to have to come out and shove to win the fan base over at this point. Right away.
Yeah, I think I agree, but I also don't know. I mean, whatever fan base signs him, they're going to be excited immediately.
Maybe
the opinion on him will kind of change drastically, immediately when your team signs him. And if San Francisco signs him tomorrow, you're going to fucking hate him because not only did you think you were going to get him, but he's been playing around the whole time. And now you're gonna dislike him even more. So
he's been jerking you off the whole time and not letting you finish. And it's I mean, that's seriously what it is at this point. After he had what he did at the end of last year, and everyone's sitting here saying, like, this is the reason why you're not getting the contracts that you want. Now you have all the contracts in front of you, and you don't want to believe it, and you're playing everybody against each other. Everyone's starting to get pissed off. Yes, if the Orioles sign him, I am going to be ecstatic, right? I mean, we're getting a hell of a fucking pitcher, getting a top 10, top 15 pitcher in the league. How can you not be happy about that? But if he comes out and has a dud of an April, Orioles fans are gonna fucking riot like against him. They're gonna be pissed at him.
Yeah,
he'll be public enemy number one.
Northeast, tough place to pitch, man. New York, Philly, Baltimore. People don't always love everyone on their teams.
Boston,
yeah, Boston.
At least California Texans aren't bad.
Even the Mets. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, so I put in the call sheet, like the call sheet stuff that has been floating around on the internet too, and everyone's like, "This is a joke of a website," blah blah blah, and like I get it. They are very much a stock kind of a. They're not the same as a sports betting platform. They go off of where the money is going, and so you shouldn't take it as gospel. But I do think that they probably have an inkling on some things based on who the big money players are where the big money players are putting their money. It's pretty easy to like, hey, I mean, the sharps, like you do at a sports book, they can sit there and say, like, this guy just put a ton of money here. He wins a lot. We need to change these a little bit. So the call sheet stuff has been going up and down, and everyone's been flipping out about it in terms of like either taking it as gospel or taking it as like this website's a joke. I think there's an in-between there a little bit. But it also said that Arizona was up to like 98% the other day. And I haven't seen them on anybody's radar, but they also weren't on the Corbin Burns radar either. Like, I think they barely were. I think they just said they were interested. But it was down to like the Orioles and San Fran, I think, at the end with Burns in Toronto, maybe. I forget who the last, like,
those are the teams.
Those were the last ones. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, he signed with Arizona. And everyone was like, you brought up Arizona was interested like a month ago. That's about it. So
that's how these things go sometimes, though. Some team gets frisky at the
all
end,
the time. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
So
I mean, other than
that's
that,
my rant about being frustrated with the whole Framber situation. I just want it to be done.
Yeah. And then the guys, Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander and those guys, they're not signing until closer to
they're gonna wait for Framber for sure.
Anyway. Well, they're just not gonna sign until later in the year anyway. They can kind of do what they want at this point. So
I mean, yeah. But I guess the flip side is they're gonna wait for Framber because for everybody's saying like, hey, he's not getting the years. Like if he ends up getting like a short high AAV thing, I mean,
I'm sick of hearing this guy's fucking name.
I know.
We're wasting too much time talking about this fucking guy. Well, I'm not talking about just us. People.
I'm going into.
It's getting so stupid talking about this one fucking dude. He's not Jesus in cleats.
Yeah,
I agree. There's a lot of other pitchers that are better than him. I mean, is he an ace on most staffs? Like I said, yes. But where I was going was like, this is Verlander and Scherzer are 100% going to wait to see if he signs, because if he signs a high AAV deal, that just brings their price up $1 million or $2 million. Yeah. So, I mean, there's no reason for them to rush into it. And to be honest with you, they know how to prepare for a season. They don't need to know. They don't need to get. They know what they need to do to get into shape. But I also said that about Charlie Morton, and he started the year a little rough last year. So,
yeah, Charlie Morton was not a great Oriole. We've had some great Orioles in the past that have come after their prime and had great moments. Charlie Morton, not one of them.
Not one.
Orioles fans are a little jaded with Charlie Morton and the Craig Kimbrell signing, I think, for old pitchers. But yeah, I think they're putting that in a box. I think Scherzer and Verlander are on a little bit different of a hemisphere here.
Yeah.
So,
well,
what are you guys thoughts on that?
Before I hear the name Framber fucking again, and I want to rip my own fucking beard off, golf.
Yeah.
Dusty, take it away.
You don't want baseball anymore? I thought we were still doing baseball.
I'm out. I'm out on baseball.
There's nothing going on in baseball.
Well, I do want one more thing. Since
All right,
we're only going to get to talk once next week, and there's only so much stuff to get through. What are your guys' thoughts on Verlander, Scherzer, Bassett, the older pitchers? Littell's not an older pitcher. What are your thoughts on those guys? Are you guys on the train of a lot of Baltimore fans who are like, I'm done with the older pitchers? Or are these guys you take a flyer on? What are your thoughts?
I would take a flyer on them. They're both. There's just the first two guys you name are Bulldogs. I would take them any day of the week. I mean, fuck, for God's sakes, Max Scherzer started Game 7 of the World Series.
Isn't that wild?
It's nuts.
He's 41 years old and he started Game 7, man.
Yeah.
Also another reason why I think that Toronto is not gonna make it to the playoffs because they're not as good as I think they are.
There's no risk either. There's no risk either when you sign these guys, really, because I mean we saw it with Morton last year. Yeah, it didn't work out. We got rid of him, and then we replaced him, with someone else. We traded him. He had a nice little comeback in the middle of the season. We got rid of the contract, and it's a low risk move. So if it doesn't work out, you can get out of it pretty easily. It's a 1-year deal. I know it's money for the team to eat, and it's easy for me to say, but I mean these teams have a lot of money, so it's $15 million. That's not. Like whatever, it's gonna be okay.
I love the hang up on like, oh, you overpaid him. It's like we don't have a salary cap, dude.
Yeah,
it's not your money.
Yeah,
we will soon.
You
probably.
Overpaid a 1-year deal. No, you didn't. It's not unless you're paying the contract. You have no reason to ever say that ever. It's just people being fucking stupid.
I know. They just don't think about shit before they talk. So okay, before we move on, if you had to pick between Scherzer or Verlander, who are you taking right now?
I'm going Scherzer.
Both healthy. Both
going Scherzer.
Oh, we're split. You two are split.
Well,
any reason why?
Verlander in the last 2 months last year was like one of the best pitchers in baseball, not named Trevor Rogers.
Ooh, fair. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I'm still going to stick with Scherzer.
Oh man, Scherzer
was a dog in the playoffs too.
Yeah, if I had to put he's almost on like the Grayson train right now. With Scherzer, he keeps having like some back stuff and some lat stuff here and there that he misses a little bit of time. I mean, the healthier option I feel like is Verlander, but I feel like the leader that I want is Scherzer, and the guy that I want. I mean, he's also 2 years younger than Verlander, so I'm in between there. I think I want Scherzer. I think I do, but I sit there and I look at Verlander's stuff. He's still running 95, 96.
That's unbelievable.
At 43 years old.
That's unbelievable. He would make the most sense because he's a local guy.
Yeah, Virginia, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he doesn't have a house there or anything. I don't know if his family's still there or not, to be honest.
No idea.
I mean, him and Kate Upton probably live out in LA somewhere.
Yeah.
They've been just doing a tour of all the teams that he's been signing 1-year deals with for the last 4 years. Yeah.
Whatever.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I can't believe he still wants to pitch, honestly. But some of these guys are crazy, and he's still effective, like I said. So
they are guys chasing World Series. They are at the end of their career trying to be a mercenary at this point. So if you want a depth guy who probably not going to start 30 games a year, but maybe you can get him in there to get a little lightning in a bottle for a couple weeks. It might be good. It's going to cost you $15 million probably, but yeah.
I always think of the I can't remember the guy's name, but the old pitcher in Major League at the very beginning. He's got his shirt off. He's got like Vagisil right here.
Yeah.
That's
Harris.
Yeah.
Harris. Not Ed Harris, but Harris.
Yeah. Harris. Yeah.
A little snot in my nose.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
As Dell and I always quote, "You telling me Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?" Let's not make it a holy war here, Harris.
Here's to you, Joe Boo. We need a live chicken.
We got a bucket of KFC.
We're going through a lot out here, Coach.
Oh man,
mound visits are the best when you're not the actual pitcher.
All right, golf. A lot of stuff going on in golf. We're getting into the beginning of the PGA Tour season.
Let's get it out of the way. What Canadian do you fucking like in this stupid tournament?
Actually, I don't know if I like any Canadians in this tournament.
I know Harris English is the hot bet.
Just teed off. He's not Canadian. He's American. He was on the Ryder Cup team, and he was terrible on it.
He's from Georgia.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying Harris English is the top bet because I guess he always finishes top 15, top 20 here.
He always finishes top 20, and he won this tournament last year.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be one of my favorite top 20s. I also like Jake Knapp.
That's your favorite top 20 every tournament.
Yeah, Harris English,
I guess as of last year.
Automatic.
As Dusty likes to say, he's always around the hoop.
Yeah. Always around the hoop, never scores. But he did score here last year.
Make you a lot of money,
he came in first last year. He made the Ryder Cup team. He had a great year last year. I can't imagine he's going to fall off a cliff. He was good last week, not great, but he made the cut and was competitive last week. I think he finished somewhere in the 30s. And then Chris Gotterup, who won 2 weeks ago, I believe in Hawaii. He came in 10th in this tournament last year. He's like plus 150 to top 20. I think he's a good bet too. Jake Knapp, another guy I like. But
I think I saw
is the story of the tournament.
Yeah, Koepka is the story, and then I think I saw Hideki Matsuyama, aka after John Heumann. I think Hideki Matsuyama is up there in the betting lines in terms of.
Yeah, I think the odds-on favorites are Scheffler, Cameron Young, and a couple other guys. The top dogs aren't playing this week, and that's partly because some of them played last week, and partly because a lot of people just don't like Torrey Pines as a golf course because it's kind of like you have to be a real big hitter to succeed there, and not everyone's game kind of translates. A guy who always plays well here is Jason Day, John Rahm, Taylor.
Jason Day played really well last week too.
Jason Day is a guy like this week. I would maybe try to get some money down on Jason Day because he played well last week and he plays well on this golf course normally.
Did you throw any money down already? Because I know the tournament. I'm assuming it already started.
It just started. No, like 30 minutes ago, the first couple of people started teeing off. So, I only have top 20 bets out there right now. I didn't pick anybody to win. But it is interesting that the tour felt this tournament was so big this weekend that they're going to move it from ESPN Plus coverage to regular ESPN, which is really pretty big news. And I think a lot of that is centered around the return to the tour of Brooks Koepka.
That's all of it.
Yeah, and he's paired with Max Homa, who had a rough year the last couple of years, but played really well last week aside from one round, and hopefully is getting his game back together. But yeah, he's been this is the story of the week, and I'm really interested to see how he plays. I'm sure them moving it to ESPN, and this is the first tournament of the year that has the CBS Saturday and Sunday. There's no football for it to go up with because it's Pro Bowl weekend. So it's kind of a good spot for the tour to be in. I think the tour is really hoping and praying that Brooks Koepka plays well and makes the cut because I think the weekend will be a lot, more fun to watch. But a lot of eyes on golf right now, which is good news. We also had the Patrick Reed stuff yesterday.
It also means it's about to get warmer. You at least think. Yeah.
It's an exciting time to be a golf fan. Torrey Pines is an incredibly difficult course. It's an incredibly long and challenging course. So a lot of the guys, like I said, a lot of the top dogs don't really love it because it's incredibly hard to play. And
it's so hard.
Yeah. But also the way it falls on the schedule, I think they play Pebble next week. And then they're going to be playing Waste Management. Oh, no, sorry. Waste Management next week. Pebble the week after that. And then right after that, they get into the Arnie and the Players. And then we're going into Masters season.
They're on their West Coast swing right now.
West Coast binge. Then you go to Houston, I think, the week before the Masters, and then it's warming up.
And after the Masters, it's Florida until the PGA.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I'm gonna go make a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right. Where's the PGA this year?
It's at I think it's in Philly. I think it's at
because Dad almost got
tickets or something. I can't remember what it's called.
Because we almost got tickets to go there. Shit. I guess we still can.
It's Aronimink Golf Club in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. It's outside of Philly. It's a course I don't think that's ever hosted, or no, it's hosted a PGA Championship in 1962, but not since. So it's a course that we're not going to be used to seeing, but a course that I guess a lot of people really, really enjoy. I don't know where the U.S. Open is this year either. U.S. Open is it's at fucking Shinnecock. Last time the U.S. Open was at Shinnecock, Brooks Koepka won, and the winning score was -1. I think he was the only player that was under par that
Who's
year.
cock?
Tommy Fleetwood came in solo second, I think, at +4 in that tournament. So that's one of the hardest golf courses in the world, and U.S. Open conditions is going to be ridiculous. Patrick Reed stuff. Yesterday, Patrick Reed came out with a statement that he was leaving LIV Golf in order to pursue a path back to the PGA Tour. Apparently, based on everything I've read, this is the PGA Tour basically laying groundwork for any of the guys that were not involved in the Brooks Koepka deal coming back, which were Rahm, Cameron Smith, and Bryson DeChambeau. This is their path back. They're going to have to play in some DP World Tour events. He's a past champion, so he's going to be able to return to the PGA Tour, but he is not going to be eligible for any of the financial equity programs until the year 2030. I guess he has accepted that. It seems like a couple of these guys are not getting what they want out of LIV in terms of maybe getting the competitive rounds in so that they're ready for the majors. At least Koepka and Reed have kind of voiced that. I'm interested to see how Rahm and DeChambeau react to this kind of stuff. I'm interested to see what guys like Joaquin Niemann and Tyrrell Hatton have to think about like this. I also don't really understand how this works financially for them, because I know that they have contracts with LIV. I don't know how much they have to pay back, or if they have their lawyers negotiate with LIV before they do that. So I really don't know how this. I know this is going to negatively impact them financially, but I don't really know how severe that penalty is. But I'm interested to see if this opens the door for maybe more talks or just more guys maybe jumping back ship. But it's it's notable because LIV has signed some of the younger guys. Michael Assasso, who is the reigning national champion golfer, who was going to be playing his junior season at Ole Miss, is not going to be doing that anymore because he just signed with LIV Golf early. So that's a huge name that they pulled. But they've also lost Brooks Koepka. They've also lost Pat Perez. They've also lost now Patrick Reed. Pat Perez is going to the Champions Tour. He's eligible like pretty much immediately. So he's going to be playing.
I thought he was basically retiring.
Well, I mean, he's going to be playing on the senior tour. And then Hudson Swafford was another guy. Kevin Nas, another guy, that are both seeking return from LIV to the tour. So it's interesting. I don't really know what this means for LIV moving forward. It's not good news, that's for sure.
Look, I don't really know how much to. When Rory talks, I listen, because when he gets asked a question, he actually thinks about the answer he wants to give, as opposed to giving some sort of robotic answer. And he was asked about the two tours conjoining, and he basically said he doesn't see it happening, not because he has disdain for the LIV Tour, but both tours feel like they want to win, and there's going to be a loser. One of them is going to lose in some capacity. And he laid it out better than I just worded it. But I tend to believe him when it comes to this stuff, because he's been burned by it. No matter what we think of Rory, on the course, off the course, he does give a lot of thought to these questions. And he has a lot of knowledge. And he's on like what the PGA Tour like player board or whatever the hell it's called. And he's in those meetings. So I think you're going to start seeing some more defectors, even though I know allegiances were given by like the Rahms and stuff, and the Dustin Johnsons of the world, and Dustin Johnson is re-up. But Dustin Johnson doesn't love golf.
I think Dustin Johnson, if anybody's going to stay with LIV, Dustin Johnson and Phil and Cam Smith seem like they're staying. I would venture to say down the line, I wouldn't be surprised if Rahm and DeChambeau played another PGA Tour event at some point in their future.
Yeah,
I would be pretty shocked if Phil Mickelson or Dustin Johnson played another PGA Tour event. Honestly.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I really wanted to bring to light what Rory said. And I forget, it was like one of the most recent tournaments last week or 2 weeks ago. We talked about this, and I tend to agree with him just based on his knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Reed showing up with some form. He won the Dubai Desert Classic, which is a DP World Tour tournament, by 4 strokes last week. He's clearly been playing pretty great golf. He plays well in the Masters every single year.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's going to be back in some late season PGA Tour events. And I'm sure for Patrick Reed specifically, he probably wants to get another major. He probably wants to get back on that Ryder Cup team. It seems like when he flourished the most in his career, it was on that Ryder Cup team. And I'm sure he's been disappointed that he hasn't been able to get an opportunity to play in any of those situations. And so, I know a lot of people don't like Patrick Reed. He was kind of the villain of golf for a long time. I still don't really love him and his antics, and I don't like the way he holds himself. And I think that when he makes a decision, he's making a decision for Patrick Reed and Patrick Reed alone, and never what's best for the game of golf or whatever. But clearly he's a very talented player, and
he strikes me as a guy that holds a baby up in front of a mirror. He doesn't see the baby; he just sees himself, and that's really what it comes. That's the way I look at it. I do not enjoy him. He made his hay and really got into the hearts of Americans during that one Ryder Cup where him and Rory were going 1-on-1 and they were like waving fingers at each other and stuff like that. That was awesome. It was great theater, great golf. And that's the apex of his career for me. And then after that, it was like the cheating stuff. He wanted to be around Tiger all the time and just, just slobbing knobs all over the place.
Yeah. Just on the other side of golf though, we just have to talk about the domination of Scotty Scheffler. In his last 13 starts, his worst finish is T8. He's also won 2 majors in that span. He won his first tournament was the 2022 Waste Management, which is next week. That was 2022. That was 4 years ago today. He has since won 20 golf tournaments, including 4 majors, all of them except for the U.S. Open, which – if he completes that career Grand Slam this year in his first 4 seasons in the pros,
that's incredible.
The only other golfers who have won 4 majors and 20 tournaments before they turn 30 are Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods. That's it. That's the whole list. We talk about we shouldn't compare people to Tiger. I think we're getting to the point where we're going to have to start comparing him to Tiger a little bit. It's getting fucking ridiculous. He's winning tournaments by massive margins, and it doesn't look very competitive out there on Sundays when he's out there.
It's like he goes to sleep when he's out on the course and just crushes. And also, can I just bring up Blades Brown? What a name! Come on,
18
dude.
18 years old. Fucking
Blades
awesome.
Brown.
Sick name.
So what's the come of tell me the Blades Brown story.
I don't know.
So for anybody who doesn't know what's going on with this,
he turned pro at a very early age, I believe. It was like Akshay Bhatia did. 18 years old. I guess he's going to be playing on the PGA Tour this year. I don't think he's going to college because he turned pro a couple years ago. I don't really know. I think his future is super bright. He's been doing like a couple of the YouTube golf things, so I've seen him pop up here and there. But I had never really, I'd heard of him, but I hadn't really followed him before this tournament. And clearly, he's a guy we're going to be probably going to be hearing from over the course of the next couple of years.
Is that name is made to be a knife maker? Like a blacksmith, or to play golf with blades?
Yeah.
Or a fucking professional wrestler.
Blades, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
In general, that's a strong name.
That is strong awesome name.
And boys, I just got info that we're gonna have boots on the ground at Waste Management next Thursday.
Ooh. Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yep. So. Dusty's not going to be here though. We might have to delay until he gets to somewhere with service to call in and ask questions.
Yeah,
at least call in for that and to ask questions.
Man, I'm going to be out of the country for the Waste Management. That's wild. Waste Management and Super Bowl. But yeah, going back to Scotty, on Sunday, he made 9 birdies. These were the distances of the putts that he made for birdie on Sunday: 4.5 feet, 13 inches, 7 inches. 2 feet, 10 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet, 4 feet, 4 feet. He was just sticking it within 5 feet of the hole all fucking day. It's ridiculous. He puts on an absolute clinic from tee to green, and if he putts okay, he dominates. If he putts great, he beats people by 10 strokes. It's like
That's
something
awesome.
I haven't seen since Tiger Woods, and it's unbelievable. I mean, he's at 20 wins in 4 majors. Rory McIlroy, who's the best golfer since Tiger Woods, other than Scotty Scheffler, has 29 wins in 5 majors. Scotty's done that in 4 years, 20 wins in 4 majors. It's fucking insane what the pace he's on, what he's doing. And I mean, I can see him going out and winning 5 more tournaments this year and 2 more majors pretty easily. And if he does that for a couple more years, I mean, he's going to be right up there with, with the greatest golfers of all time.
What doesn't he doesn't have the Open?
The U.S. Open. That's the only one he doesn't have.
Oh, he does have the U.S. Open. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say, listening to some of the broadcasts and some other people talk, they basically said, like, if he has another year this year, like he did last year, like the conversation has begun. Like, and I think it should. I think it should now. But
I think it should now as well.
And I think it has. I think it's more like, hey, if it's another year of dominance, like, then we're like seriously gonna have to say, like, we're getting, like, this is Tiger. This is Tiger.
We're getting Tiger. Yeah, we're getting Tiger Field.
I mean, he's already there. Again, he's already there, just not the sustained longevity of it all. But he's one more year. He's fucking close, man.
Like I said, he hasn't won the U.S. Open. He's played in 5 of them. And in those 5 tournaments, he has come in 7th, 2nd, 3rd, 41st, and 7th. So 4 top 10s, 2 top 5s in those 5 U.S. Opens that he's played in. So he's going to get one eventually. And
we've talked about it. We said, like, the competition today is way better than it was back when Tiger played, and that's all relative and everything like that. But I mean, fuck, man, he's flying up.
Yeah,
and I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but he's a family man, very stable, religious, doesn't take golf as serious. He doesn't want to do Navy SEAL training. I'm not making fun of Tiger.
Yeah.
He just seems laser focused on his family and his golf, and that is it. Tiger obviously had his transgressions. The one thing is Scotty Scheffler's actually been arrested. Tiger hadn't been arrested yet, so.
Tiger's been arrested.
He has.
Tiger's been arrested a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't arrested this young in his career. How about that?
Yeah. Well, the problem with Scotty for a lot of people is that he's not as demonstrative on the course as Tiger. Mm-hmm. He's kind of more of like a silent killer on the golf course, whereas Tiger kind of wore his emotions on his sleeve a little bit more. And I think some people don't like that about him, but I think once you see him win his 6th major in 5 years, and you see his wife with their kid and they're second on the way, and you start seeing, like, him and his family in the spotlight a little bit more. Maybe I think he'll gain a little bit more notoriety around the country as just like one of those guys that everyone really loves watching. And golf has been growing, and on Sundays people are watching golf, and it's on TVs and more houses. So I think people are going to start seeing it more. And if he's going to be winning all these golf tournaments, people are going to fucking notice.
Remember, he was on a ripper last season. He was on a ripper. I think he won like almost 3 consecutive tournaments in a row, and he was waiting for like the birth of his wife. And someone was like,
birth of his wife.
I'm sorry. The birth of his child. And he said, if my wife goes into labor, I'm leaving the tournament no matter where I am. And I think Brooks might have been like, can this guy just have a baby yet?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I remember people were like worried that he was gonna be winning the U.S. Open and have to leave in the middle of it or something like that. Yeah. And he would too. It seems like he would at least. But yeah,
I also really appreciate that he's very much down to earth in terms of like what's important in life, right? I mean, I think everybody kind of didn't like that at first, like, oh, he's boring, he doesn't care as much, and then I think everyone's like, oh, that's relatable. Golf is a fucking game. Obviously, it's his living. He's made more money than he'll ever need. So yeah, his family's gonna come first. Fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, and he also has a golf swing that is that's weirdly designed to take pressure off of his back, which is the biggest problems, especially golfers of height. He's 6'3". Taller golfers always have back problems later in their career, and he swings in such a way that nobody else in the whole fucking planet swings a golf club, and it takes all the pressure off of his knees and his back when he does that motion.
Because Tiger's biggest thing was his front knee. His front knee just couldn't take the torque.
Yeah, and that was also because he was doing Navy SEAL training on top of all the hitting 6 million golf balls a day because he was so obsessed with being the best. But
Hey, all right, let's transition real quick to our upcoming schedule. Given that Dusty, you're leaving the country, what are we thinking for next week?
I mean, I'm good to do Tuesday as normal, and then if you guys want to do the Thursday show on Thursday, you can. But I'm not going to be able to do it. I could do it Wednesday if we do it in the afternoon normal time.
Okay.
I mean,
All right, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Let's do Tuesday, Wednesday.
Thursday sounds like a definite no go. So if you're not able to watch on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just realize we're not going to be on Thursday for sure.
Yeah, we'll pick 2 of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I would think. So we'll see what everyone's availability is, and we'll get you guys that information.
I'm good all 3 days at our normal time of 11, which is totally fine in the area, which seems totally fine for all of us. And then we got to do some Super Bowl. Let's just have some fun with some Super Bowl prop bets. We don't have to put anything on it, but let's just have some fun, take some picks, just see what we got. And we can, like Deli and I do, maybe we can all bet $5 against each other or something like that. Or
yeah.
Because I haven't even looked at the props. I don't say we need to look at the props yet, but I mean, we can take a look at the prop bets and just have a little fun.
Punishment?
Yeah, we can do a punishment. You guys still got to give me my national championship punishment. I just got to agree to it.
You'll know by our show next week.
Yeah, just you guys throw out a couple ideas, and as long as I'm cool with it, like
what are you guys doing? What's your guys' work schedule this weekend?
I work today, tomorrow, and Saturday.
I work tomorrow and Sunday. I'm off Saturday.
Okay.
So
all right.
We'll see. But
let me know. Anyway. And then I mean, like, I'm down to I'll go get a spray tan if you want. Like, I'll do something stupid like that.
That's a great idea. I want the darkest version too. I want you to go get the bodybuilding tan where you turn black/orange at the same time.
I'm not having some guy shave my ass, going hairless too or anything.
No. You could get that tan without.
Lots of corn dogs, this Randy.
I like that. That's a good one.
Some corn dog related punishment would be funny.
But hey, you guys let me know. Throw out 3 or 4 ideas.
I'd also like to see him do some kind of a hot sauce, hot chip challenge kind of a deal as well.
I could do that, but we already did that with Dusty. That's the thing. We're trying to find something new.
I know, but that'd be funny to watch you do it.
Hot sauce always works. Watching people in agony with hot sauce is good.
I mean, I'll do it. I lost the bet fair and square, so I'll do it. Obviously, I want to do it on a day I'm not working.
I'll put out a poll. Yeah, I'll put out a poll.
Yeah.
Let's not affect his GI tract any more than we need to.
I know. Jesus, it's the first podcast I haven't pooped in a while.
I'll put out a poll today or tomorrow of a couple different ones, and we'll let people vote on it. A little bit. So
okay with that, as long as it doesn't affect obviously a spray tan is going to affect appearance, but you know what I mean, like shaving eyebrows or stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
and
a spray tan's going to last a week, not a couple months.
Yeah, and the thing is, I know I said I want to do it live on the podcast, but me coming on the podcast with a spray tan will be obviously live, and you'll be able to make fun of me the entire time. I look like a 6th Street Oompa Loompa.
You got to bartend a shift in a sweatband, but you can't acknowledge it.
I could do that, but once again, it's got to be live on the podcast. I can't. I want to do something that's fun.
Yeah,
and that's why the reason that the 999 challenge was fun is because you guys, we're videoing a bunch.
Yeah, and I've got a gripe with the internet right now. When JJ Watt went and did his 999 challenge, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, he did in 5 innings." No. You're not supposed to do it that fast.
How do you do it?
A part of the challenge is waiting, letting it settle. You have to do 1-1 an inning.
Yeah.
And let it settle, and it gets harder throughout the entire time.
Yeah. That's why competitive eaters, when they're going against a big massive amount of food, they just eat as much as they can at the beginning, as fast as they can before it hits their system. And then obviously it gets a lot
harder.
I'm not gonna say it's still not impressive. It is, but I'm just saying it's not as impressive as you think it is. The whole point is to 1-1 an inning, and it has to settle.
And that's the thing. And then in the 7th inning, it settled for me because the 7th inning went long, and going long you think would be a benefit, but it was actually a detriment because everything settled. So I couldn't eat my 8th hot dog for however long that inning went.
That's a lot
And
of
by the
liquid, a
8th
lot
inning,
of
I was like,
bread.
everything just went, and I was like, fuck.
It's like, can I fit anything else more into my stomach at this point? Because once that bread and the beer start to get together, it just expands. It feels like.
Yeah. And I mean, I couldn't. I had a Hawkeye on me the entire. Hawkeye Technology was a guy with a beard that's red named Delaware Dave. No matter what I tried to do, if I wanted to circumvent the challenge, I was not getting away with it. No chance.
Yeah, he was he was hard on you.
Oh, hey, that's
He's
cool. It's
still-
totally fine.
He's still under protest, I feel like, on whether it was valid or not. We gave it to you, but
I was impressed with what I did. I'm never doing it before. I was actually proud of myself in that, but I did hurt for a while there.
I was too. I gotta say, I didn't think you were gonna be. I thought that you would probably do it, but I thought it would be a lot harder than it seemed.
I'm telling you, I don't know if I would have been able to do it the way I did or as well as I did, at least in my eyes, if I didn't have those dogs that you guys allowed me to get from outside the stadium and they wrapped them in aluminum foil. It kind of like softens the bread, so I could actually like
almost like
squeeze
sucks into it a little bit.
Like I could basically squeeze the bun against and it was like eating like a pretzel dog.
Fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and the fluffier the bread, going to be a little bit more difficult. But that being said, because I'm not doing that dipping shit. I tried dipping those like rolls one time as like a joke, and it's fucking disgusting. Like it's the texture.
Oh, it turns into mush. Yeah.
Yeah, it's texture nightmare. Have you heard of this 3-3-3 3-3-3 challenge? Same concept, but 3 dogs, 3 beers, and 3 outs.
No, nor do I want to.
Yeah, I've heard a couple people like randos around town talking about it.
Fuck that.
That sounds really hard.
You need a decently long inning, I feel like.
You need a mound visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fucking way. Like that's gotta be like professional eater stuff.
I mean, you're done. You're done after that. Your day's ruined.
After an out, you're done. I'd be done after an out.
Betting on the team to bat around in the first inning.
I know. Imagine like the first pitch, first out. You're like, fuck, I'm only a quarter of a dog in.
He gets a grounder to second on the first pitch, and you're like, fuck. All right, guys. I have to run. I have to go.
Quick, fast one.
Quick, fast what? Grid?
We're gridding it up, baby.
All right. Yeah,
go for it, man.
Since it only takes a minute or two, hopefully. Best case scenario.
By the way, he's pulling it up. Tall guy's downstairs at the club. He says hi.
What's up, tall guy? How you doing, buddy?
He looks a little busy with his work. He looks a little busy with work. He's got his laptop up in a perplexed face, so I didn't want to bug him too much. All right.
Speed run strategies.
Let's go.
We are going to go Immaculate Grid Baseball, and as soon as it goes up, we will start the clock. Ready, set, and
go.
All
Garrett
right,
Atkins.
we have Orioles. Garrett Atkins?
Garrett Atkins.
For Orioles? Or for this one? Or for
yes.
For the Brewers, I thought.
No.
And we're going to redo.
Oh, my God. I was like, he played for the Brewers. He didn't play for
No,
the
Garrett Atkins played for the Angels.
He did not, clearly. He clearly did not.
Redo.
Oh, man. This was a good one, too. Shit.
It's a really good one.
We'll redo it.
Bundy. Wait,
no, redo it.
No, we know you got to leave.
We got to pick another grid.
No, just clear your history or something.
No, I can't do that. We're picking another grid. 10-16.
All right, here we go.
Go. Aaron Rowand.
Oh shit, I wasn't on there.
Played catcher at San Francisco, Benji Molina.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco MVP, Posey. Tigers, Phillies, Castellanos?
Yeah, Castellanos.
Played catcher for the Tigers.
Alex Avila.
MVP for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. Phillies, 300 season. I don't know.
Dante Bichette.
Not Dante Bichette.
Not Dante Bichette.
Chase Utley.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Utley's good. Catcher, 300 season, Victor Martinez.
Yeah.
You had to have. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to
MVP
go Joe
300
Mauer.
season, any MVP.
Joe Mauer.
There we go. That's a minute.
All right, can we go? Can we go? Let's go back to the other one. Let's actually do the other one.
All right. Well, I have to pull it up on a different browser or something.
Well, I mean, just do it, and we'll just. I kind of want to go through it.
Okay.
Even if you go to the one that's not.
Who was our best guess here? Ooh, V-Mart. Look at that. All right. Today's grid. All right.
Yeah.
All right,
go Bundy. You already had Bundy.
You want a speed run or
Dylan Bundy?
Yeah.
Bundy?
Dylan Bundy.
Or Trumbo.
Yeah, Trumbo too. Either one.
BJ Surhoff. 13%.
That's crazy. I would have said Wade Miley or Giovanni Gallardo, probably. Angels, Cubs, John Lackey is the first name that comes to this.
That's got to be high.
Yeah.
Cubs, Brewers, Quintana.
Okay. He just signed with somebody.
Oh, really?
6%.
Yeah.
I think it's high.
300 in the Orioles. Give me.
Melvin Mora did it. Tejada probably did it. Brian Roberts. Tim Raines, Al Bunbury.
I was going to say Steve Finley.
Ooh, I don't know if he hit 300.
What about Bobby Bonilla?
I doubt
Eric
it.
Davis.
I don't know about him either. He was towards the end when he came to us.
Palmeiro probably did it. Murray probably did it. All the big names.
Corey Patterson.
Get out of here.
Did it. Tejada did it, right?
Yeah.
Trumbo. Did Trumbo do it?
Angels All-Star. Let's try to think of somebody weird. Houston Street.
Yeah. Whoa. There's a reference.
K-Rod
was with them.
Troy Gloss, Darren Erstad, David Eckstein, Garrett Anderson.
Here?
I like Garrett Anderson.
Kendrys
Morales.
Garrett Anderson, one of the worst home run derby performances of all time.
Garrett Anderson is like the all-time leader in a lot of Angels categories, so I don't want to pick him.
Fair, yeah. What about Josh Hamilton? Was he an all-star with them?
I don't know.
Yeah. No.
Was
he played for them. He was bad for them.
Pujols?
Pujols is one of the most famous baseball players ever.
Pujols. You said Eckstein?
Oh, I know it's a good one here. Chuck Finley. 1%er. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. There you go.
Could have been Steve Finley too, right?
Yeah. Or we could have picked Frank Tanana. Remember him? Brewers All-Star. Ricky Weeks was the first one that came to my mind. I don't know why.
Do it.
I don't know if he made the All-Star team, but I think he did.
Yeah, he definitely did.
All right. Look at Ricky Weeks. There we go.
Short hair Ricky Weeks.
Yeah, I know. I think of him with the dreadlocks.
300 for the Cubbies.
Derek Lee. Derek Lee had like a fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Derek Lee.
I like Derek Lee.
Derek with 2 R's Lee. Look at that.
We gave him a lot of money after that season.
He was decent for us. It wasn't great. He was decent. 300 average in a season and an all-star.
Or the Orioles? Oh no, down.
What's that? Aries, whatever his name is. Ruiz, Arise. Yeah, I can't say his name.
Tris. Tris Thompson. Tris. Tris.
Tris Thompson.
Yes, Tris. Just type in Tris.
Speaker.
Tris Speaker. Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Tris Thompson.
Tris Speaker.
You went Tris.
He's not an all-star because he played in 1907.
Yeah.
I have a great answer for this, and it's K-Rod.
Did you go Tristan Thompson, the basketball player?
No, I said Tris.
Oh.
You guys like that 1.04%? K-Rod had a season where he went 1 for 1 and batted 1,000, and I know he was an all-star. So.
Orioles 300.
Jelino DeShields, Jerry Hairston, Roberto Alomar.
Alomar would be up there.
Tejada's always going to be up there.
Yeah.
Markakis, Adam Jones.
I'm telling you, Bobby Bonilla.
We'll try. I mean, we're already out. So
Yeah.
look at that, Bobby Bonilla. That's crazy. I can't believe
he had a great. I mean, when he was on the Orioles, he was great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Angels, Cubs, anybody
Besides John Lackey.
John Lackey that played for both of these teams.
Angels and Cubs besides John Lackey.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't really have much either here.
Winfield didn't play for the Angels, did he?
Yes.
Or Hawkins? Did Winfield play for the Cubs?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, put it in. I think he's gonna be high actually.
I don't
No.
think he didn't play for either of those.
Mm-hmm.
Angels, Cubs. I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right. Let me fuck this one up. John Lackey's the
Fuck it up.
Yeah, John Lackey. He's got to be number one.
Yeah.
Is he number one? He is number one.
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson's Orioles, Angels is number one.
Wow, he was number one. That's surprising.
Mm.
I thought it'd be
Corbin
some.
Burns. I didn't even think of Corbin Burns. All right, I gotta go.
All right, boys.
I will see you guys later. Y'all have a good weekend, and maybe we'll be hopefully Frank.
Call-ins today, no, Joe. We'll do call-ins here soon, but
Yeah, you got roll.
He's got to run. I got a meeting coming up, so love you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for following along. Thanks for following us, a bunch of idiots, and shout out to Pig and Rooster for always broadcasting us live down there. One of these days we'll get down there and do a live show, and maybe we'll put some kind of a camera down there to do shots with everybody down there. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for following along.